Give me just 1 second, guys. I check something. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry. What's this? Oh, sorry. The wall. Okay. Hi. 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 All right. Okay. Whew. Let's see. Make sure that, because I remember I did this one time. Okay, they're not on. Thank gosh. All right. Was making sure my headphones were off so that y'all wouldn't have any trouble hearing me. Um, so I have a bit of an um, an emotional thing for to talk about today, tonight. Um, and I know, I talk about my thoughts and feelings towards everything, so you guys might think, wow, Leah, you're always emotional, you know? And I'd have to agree to it because it is true. Um, I mean, I try not to be too emotional. It's just that I see the world the way I do, and it's just how I see it. Um, so yesterday was my youngest brother's graduation, and I'm happy for him, proud of him. However, when I got home and I was in my room alone, deep into my thoughts, I cried. And it wasn't because of the graduation that made me cry. It was because um I feel like I failed as a sister. I feel like I really do feel this way. And then there are reasons why I say it. This isn't to be a drama queen. This isn't to be, you know, stupid or something. But I really do feel like I failed him because I've made stupid decisions in my life. Um, so I don't think I was ever a good um I don't think I was ever a good role model, um, to be honest. And you might be thinking, well, Leah, what exactly did you do? Well, honestly, it, I don't want to talk about anything specific because, well, while I do want to admit that I've been, I'm wrong, I just, and I really do want to be as honest as I can with you guys, but in all honesty, I just, I don't know how to really explain it. Um, but anyway, there has been some instances where I feel like I fumbled majorly, and I feel like because of those mistakes, my I feel like this is so ridiculous. Maybe this is just me. Um, I feel like I failed. And so naturally, naturally, he would be more closer to his friends. And that's not a problem because my word, um, having good friends builds better character. And, obviously, you get tired eventually having to put up with your family members. And trust me, I get it. I know the feeling of being, what's the word? Like, you don't hate them, you don't necessarily feel love for them either. It's not like you tolerate them, you don't love them, you don't hate them. You're in the middle, they're just there. I can't think of the word right now cuz it escaped me. But anyway, I just feel like I really screwed up. And you might be wondering, why am I not having this conversation with him? Because I don't really know what to say. You know, I don't exactly know how to say it to make sense. I To make it make sense to him. I can't barely make it make sense to y'all. I mean, I think maybe, just maybe, I might be overthinking it, but I'm not so sure anymore. People People come and they praise me until I do something wrong, and then they hate me for life, and then I mean, there was this one person I used to be friends with, but I'm more of an acquaintance to her now than anything. Um, there was something that, oh, there were a lot of things that she said that stuck to me, and what people don't realize is what they say to me, what they say to me is it'll stick to me. We had an argument a long time ago, and I won't get into all the details about it, but she said that I think that I'm perfect, and you know, I don't apologize when I'm wrong, or you know, I don't admit to my mistakes, and you know, and then it was just a huge thing, and it sort of stuck to me because, well, what if that's true? Sometimes I think I do what I think is right, and sometimes when I think I'm right, I defend myself to the end. Um, anyway, so she was saying that I don't admit to my mistakes, that I'm childish, that I'm all of this and that, and so I've thought about it, and I thought about it, and I thought about the situation that made had that prompted her to make such a comment. Despite it being years ago, I cannot let it go. You might be thinking, so you have a guilty conscience. Well, sort of. Although I am still to this day confused about said situation, and I won't go into that. Um, it doesn't even matter how much I explain it to the people who have done me wrong, but they just simply won't understand it. Understand my. But see, anyway, I'm going on a tangent here. I'm going on a tangent, and I'm supposed to be focusing on this one thing. Anyway, the point is, I don't think I've been the ideal sister. And, you know, after the whole graduation and everything, it just sort of hit home to me because I remember whenever I was in middle and high school, I've made so many mistakes. I made so many big mistakes. And I mean, everybody wishes they can go back in time and change all that. And I mean, I certainly do. I would I would have gained so much from it. So lately, my mindset has been on a lot of negative things just about myself. And, this is just one of them. How I feel like I've failed my younger brother as the older sister. And, I think it's important that I recognize that I don't know how to bring it up. That's why I it's so easy when I'm talking to y'all because, you're not him. But to make it make sense to him face to face, I don't know how to. And I'm sure that for y'all, it's extremely hard to follow what I'm trying to say because I'm probably not making any sense. Um, I'm sorry. Have you guys, for those of you who have siblings, for those of you who are sort of like me, who make mistakes, big ones or small ones, have you ever felt like you failed your younger, your older sibling? Or how about this? Have you ever felt like you failed yourself? Right now, I'm sort of at a difficult part of my life, right currently. And this is just the the way I'm perceiving this as. There is not a night that goes by, and I say night because that's when I really reflect on myself is at night, where I don't want to cry myself to sleep, to be honest. Because I think about my past and I keep trying to remind myself that, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. But I also think, well, okay, Jesus can forgive me, but how can I reconcile with myself? How can I do that? And for those people who have been there the entire time, how could I even dare to they all say that they'll forgive me and all this and all that and all, everything. But is it really true? Is what they're telling me with their lips, is that what's going on in their heart? Truly? Or am I crazy and just being negative and too hard on myself? Or is it both? Because two things can be true. Excuse me, I gotta grab a tissue because my nose is getting itchy. I probably need to do something about that. When I go through my day to day life and I think about having a boyfriend, maybe, you know, working up to get married or something, I just think about the future, is what I'm trying to say, but I'm not wording it right. I think about my past and my mistakes, and I think to myself, well, how in the world can I expect that to happen when I have when I have all of these issues, these things, these problems, this history of hurting people and for whatever reason it may be. Could be, boyfriend drama, could be whatever. It doesn't matter. How can I expect for those good things to happen to me when I'm such a mess? That's what I think. And so now I'm really hoping that he's not gonna go to college and resent me, you know, or I mean, I am just the sister. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously he's not gonna call me every day, and I don't expect him to, but my point is, I think I've done a piss poor job at being a good sister. I think I failed. So thank goodness for his group of friends. Um, you know, a part of me is jealous because he has not made the same mistakes I have. Therefore, I view him as him being better than me. And I think that's actually a very important thing to think about. Um, I want to do better as a person, and you know, these are the things that motivate me to be better. I am not gonna sit here and tell y'all that I am perfect. I mean, because of my past, I don't care how, in my mind, it doesn't matter how long ago it's been since it happened. It doesn't fix the hurt that I've done to people. Like, people say that, well, it's been, so and so years ago when, when this and this and this happened, so you should forgive yourself and all these things. And it's just like, I can't bring myself to. I don't know how to reconcile with myself with all these problems, these things I've done. So, and this is an incredibly difficult conversation. I would have to have with him, and I'm not so sure how to bring it up because I don't want his weekend. I don't want to be emotional and just talk about this during his big weekend. I mean, this is about him. So, anyway, I feel like I've failed as a sister simply because I've made piss poor decisions. Therefore, I'm not someone he should look up to. And, and yeah, and I think, you know, just everything, my past mistakes, it just, I'm sorry, I don't know how to really word everything because there's so many thoughts in my head right now, and I don't know what to say and what not to say currently, but I'm just gonna be, you know, honest that, despite all of my achievements that I have in this life, nothing in the entire world, I don't think I can reconcile with myself. And that is a big problem. And it's funny how I just thought of this. I actually have been thinking about it for a little, you know, since I started this. Um, the same people who say that I never, you know, talk about myself, I never admit to my wrongdoings. I, you know, the X, Y, and Z. Those are the same people that are currently not here right now, hearing me, hearing me say that I failed as a sister. So yeah, that's my rambling for the night, I think. So yeah, these people don't understand that I do reflect on everything that I do, and I'll be honest, I'm not proud of myself. I'm extremely disappointed. So those are the thoughts that motivate me to be better, a better version of myself, who I am today. Um, for me, it's a harsh reality that, you know, those are the kind of thoughts that motivate me. But it's true. It is true. So, I'm sorry, guys, for dumping all this onto you, but I mean, some of you say that I don't admit to my wrongdoings, and here I am, and you guys are not here. The same people. The same people. It's ironic, really. So, but, you know, I find it interesting too that whenever somebody's trying to apologize or even to make things right, we are so we get so angry, and we tend to not forgive each other, and we choose to do all these, we hate each other, we just, because you said or did this, now I hate you, get out of my life, all these things. It's just, we're not recognizing when the person that did us wrong is trying to make things right. That we just, our hearts are hardened, and you know I mean, of course you can't let people keep running over you. Forgiveness shouldn't be the issue. Forgiveness, I've talked to a lot of people about their views on whether or not forgiveness should be earned or not. I I think it's not the forgiveness that's the issue. I think it's the trust. I think it's the trust. Um, I don't trust myself. When it comes to relationships, like romantic ones, there's a reason why I don't have one right now. My looks aren't the problem. It's me. And I'm not letting anybody in because I know what I'm capable of. I have not I am not finished trying to forgive myself with the past that I've had. Um you guys just kind of jump straight like in the middle of this. So this is not going to make sense to y'all. Um so whenever I'm done with this stream, you can go back and listen to it. So you guys could possibly understand my dilemma here. I'm not speaking so eloquently, so I apologize. But um where was I? Anyway, so I have not fully reconciled, with myself because of um my past. And I realized that this is what Satan does. It is my belief that this is exactly what Satan does. But for a while, honestly, I felt like I failed as a sister, you know? So he's graduated and he's going to college, and I'm worried that once he leaves, I'll be the last thing that's on his mind because I've probably made him so upset in the past, and I don't want resentment really, but I mean, this is how I view the entire thing, but I could be overthinking things. I could be overly emotional right now, but this is how I genuinely feel, and honestly, I don't know if I really am going crazy, but anyway, it's just, these are just my thoughts. Whether they're ridiculous or not, I have no, honestly, I go back and forth on that. I don't know exactly if I'm correct or not. Or I could be overthinking things, what, but this is just how my thinking, this is how I think and stuff. Oh, hey, Zane. I am curious about this channel, actually. Go to channel. Because I feel like... Here, actually, let me go tap on this channel. Oh, okay. Because I thought I recognized that channel, but I guess I don't. Um, anyway. Now, is this the same Zane that I know? No, not you. Get away. Go to channel. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Zane's a cool guy. Anyway. So, I've been going to the gym, and I've lost, like, let's see. I was 165, and now I'm 162. So, I've lost a few pounds. Um, I'm happy about that. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna get off here because don't really have much to say other than what I said. So, goodbye, y'all. Have a good night.